What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper. It's a late recording session, but I mean, hey, that's what we do.
It's like the old days.
It's the old days. The old Skype days. Back in the day.
We wouldn't do those till late. Like, late.
Those were, yeah, if this was then, we'd be early.
I was going to say, I'd be like, man, we're starting, like, really early.
Those were, like, 1 a.m., at least, like, the earliest. Usually they're going on later.
It's true. That's how it was for a little bit when we started doing them here, too, but then we started doing them a little earlier. Yeah. Even though you'd still leave at, like, 3 in the morning, but...
Yeah. Somehow, from whatever we would do, whatever we would watch, whatever we would listen to, I'd always leave around 3 a.m., so...
Very true.
It always equals out to that. But yeah, we got a late one today. Episode will be out later today, so everyone stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Since it's Thursday, because we're not recording on our normal day, but...
We're going to do the miraculous one take and then upload
the one take, upload, same day magic.
Which, honestly, that's what we do anyway.
Pretty much what we do anyways. But we're here. We're ready to podcast for episode 86.
I was actually thinking, so, like, speaking of time stuff, I was thinking that's crazy, because when I first came back, I didn't have my job yet. So, I guess 2 days now, because it's the 10th. On the 8th of June was my 1 year that I've been working at my job.
Damn.
That's so crazy. It doesn't seem like that was that long ago.
Definitely does not seem like it's been... I would not have guessed a year.
Yeah, that was my 1 year.
I would have guessed
June
it's
8th.
been like half of that, honestly.
So that tells you how long I've been back, because when I first
crazy.
came back, I didn't have a job, and now I've been at my new job for a year.
Would not have guessed that at all. Like,
Also,
I know you've been there a little while, but...
Fun thing I was thinking today, it's really crazy how when I say 50 years, you're like, probably like, wow, that's a long time. Like 50 years, you know, like a 50-year-old person.
Yeah.
But you know it sounds really long if I said 5 decades.
That does seem longer.
Doesn't that sound like it's a lot longer than 50 years?
Yeah.
It's just like reading a news thing today, because obviously I work at the courthouse. And it's like, yeah, this guy got sentenced, he's guilty, he's going away for 50 years. I'm like, oh, you know, that's like whatever, 50 years. He's like 20-something, he'll be like 70-something when he gets out. But when you read the article, it's like, he's going away for 5 decades. I was like, oh my god, 5 decades. I was like, that's...
He's never coming back.
He's going to be 900 when he gets out.
He's never coming back. He's gone forever.
But yeah, I just think it's weird that 5 decades sounds like an infinity times more than 50 years.
Yeah, it is weird.
I don't know why.
It's just math, man. Numbers, years.
It really is.
Who knows?
But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that because it happened today. But yeah, we've been back a long time recording stuff. And actually, I think we've talked about it before. If you go back to when we first started recording stuff, I think we've only got like maybe 10 episodes where I wasn't here in person recording.
Yeah, our in-person ones way outnumber the... Which they still feel like they don't, but it's not even close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if I think about it in my head, I'm like, man.
I'm like, oh, we did that for a long time. Like,
but see, October, November, December, January. So at most it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 13 episodes before.
Yeah.
Because a couple of them I came back and we did in person.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that's true. Even when you didn't live here, we still did a few. You're right, in person.
So maybe at most there's like 12, 13 episodes where I wasn't here out of the 86 that we have.
Yeah, we were going to have 86. So you guys can do the math on that one.
So we almost have 7 decades worth of podcasts that we've done in person together.
We have a lot. It's a lot. I don't know if it feels like we've done a lot or not, but we have a lot. And I still feel like it's equal with what we did when you weren't here, but obviously it's not.
Yeah, no, it's really weird.
Maybe it's because we just weren't in the same room or something. I don't know. I remember the special treat it was when you lived in Chicago and came back for a couple. It was like, oh my gosh, like live in-person studio audience, you know?
I know.
For first one we ever did in person was at Roland's.
You know what else is super crazy to think about? It was the COVID episodes we did because we both had COVID at one point.
Oh,
and we recorded over the phone, you know?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that, and that was like the second week of February.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Mine was in the early January.
Yeah, so I mean it was like it's June now.
Yeah.
That was so long ago.
Thank goodness that was a long time ago. Ugh.
That's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, time is flying. It's freaky.
Well, next episode we do, June's going to be half over.
Yeah, we're already halfway through June.
Next month's birthday month.
Birthday month is it's coming. Some of the most important episodes of this podcast are birthday month because we're the most important part of this podcast. So
and Reddit.
Yeah, they're third.
And what's the other one that's really important? Kpop profiles.
Yeah, that's actually the number one.
Kpop profiles, if you're listening to this, sponsor us.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. They are so helpful for all of our info, and they are our stats and info department. It's Kpop profiles.
True.
So
also, shout out to anybody who actually listened to this and went and watched my magic videos.
Yeah.
Because I've actually got pretty decent views on them, so way better than the podcast episodes.
Seriously.
All I know is if we got the same amount of views on YouTube on our podcast episodes as I do on the magic videos, we'd be famous right now.
No one watches the YouTube videos.
They really don't.
But people complained about it, so...
They did. I have messages of people who wanted us to put on YouTube, and I did it. They asked me, like,
I never listen to any podcasts on YouTube. I don't know anybody that does. But people wanted it, and we did it, and no one watches, so...
Maybe it'd be different if we were, like, us recording ourselves doing it. People would, like, watch it. Because, I mean, I listen to some podcasts on there, but maybe it's because I have YouTube Premium.
You know what? You're right.
So I can listen to it when it's locked. And if I'm, like, sitting there, I can, like, watch people talk. Like, if I'm watching a Command Zone or, like, something like stats and stuff. But ours is audio. So
well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, it's... Especially, like... I don't know. I mean, I guess not everybody has Spotify, but I was like, if you're going to just listen to audio on YouTube, why wouldn't you just listen to it on, like, you know, some kind of audio app? But
maybe they got that premium on YouTube and not that premium on Spotify.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, the two people that... but that's a good point. Maybe it's just time. Maybe next week we can... Or no, when's the halfway? Is that in 2 weeks? The halfway songs episode?
Yeah.
We're going to do a recording of us, and that is going to be on YouTube with the podcast. So
I was going to put that one up a couple weeks ago we recorded, and then I accidentally deleted it. So.
No, yeah, that's fine. A couple weeks, we're going to have a front-on...
Yeah,
full podcast of us doing it, and we're going to see if people will actually care a little more.
Oh yeah, we'll do it. I'm totally in.
We'll do it for the the halfway point, because next week's episode, like the best songs of the year, halfway and the full way are kind of more special ones, I guess. So we'll save it for that one since it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
we'll do the live video.
I feel like we've talked about doing live videos before.
We're doing it now. We're doing it now because I just want to see if anyone else will watch.
There's actually a good theory test here.
Yeah, so we're gonna finally test it. We'll do that one. We have all the technology and equipment to do it. So yeah, be prepared for that. If you want to actually see what we look like, a couple weeks you'll find out and see how exciting the studio is.
True.
So,
you know what else we need to do? I've talked about it before. Is get that big canopy thing my parents have in the garage from 4 years ago. They've never put together. Go put it in the backyard and just sit in the backyard and record an episode.
Man, we can do that too. Maybe that can be birthday episode. We eat an ice cream cake or something.
That'd be nice.
That sounds awesome.
Except for today, it's kind of humid.
We recorded here. We've recorded in the kitchen. We've recorded at Roland's. We've recorded in our cars, apartments.
It was kind of weird now that I think
about it. We've recorded both in a car, so I was trying to think of all the places we've actually recorded content.
I was thinking it's kind of crazy that for as long as I was up north and you came and visited me, we never recorded an episode together in my apartment.
Yeah, I just never could make it there when we actually were doing the podcast.
That's crazy. You'd think we would have done at least one, but...
Yeah, we didn't. We did one driving when you lived there together when we saw... somebody, but yeah, we never did one in the apartment. We just couldn't make it happen. That would have been fun, but
we even recorded one in a random hotel room in Minnesota.
Yeah, we absolutely.
Well, we kind of did. I don't know if we ever put that up, but we attempted.
Oh no, we didn't because that computer. Oh, I should probably return that to my work. I still have that Mac that completely broke, and it just will not turn on. Literally, that next day, it just broke. And I was
maybe like, for that's not good. Our 2-year anniversary in September, we'll just have a whole episode reliving all of our... Or not our 2-year, we'll just wait till the 100th episode. We'll just relive all of our favorite moments from the 2 years we've been doing the podcast.
And we'll eat more ice cream cake. Yeah, we're going to do that. So everyone, it just gives all you, the fans, something to look forward to. But 2 weeks, we're having the video on YouTube. We want to see if more people actually pay attention. Yeah, and maybe if people do, then we'll just do it every week.
That'd actually be pretty funny.
But, yeah, we will do that in a couple weeks. But until then, we got this week.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask you if you've got anything recently, but I haven't got anything recently.
I finally bought something K-pop related. I don't know if I said that.
Dude, that's like the first time like 4 months in.
Yeah, I don't buy K-pop stuff much anymore because I
literally just forget.
I don't need I will I have my buddy who is getting all of his ITZY albums. Like he's collecting the cards I need for that, so I'll eventually buy those from him. And then, eventually I got to get the Momo ones from this Twice comeback. But other than that, I don't know what I don't know what I really want to buy. I kind of have everything I want.
Because the thing that I was really big on collecting was all the IZ*ONE albums when they came out, but IZ*ONE's not a group anymore, and I got all of them.
Sure.
So that's something I'm really... I'm not like you where I have, a whole collection of a certain member of a group, so I don't, have to, look forward to their comebacks.
Yeah. That's, the legit main thing I look for now is just, and I don't really even necessarily get the albums. I just try and get the cards, and I got my buddy who's gonna just get me all the ones I need for ITZY, and that's easy. I'll just pay him and he'll ship them to me. Really, once I got that Polaroid of Seulgi and then the signed Monster album of her and Irene, I would just, my K-pop buying just declined. So I was like, this is, the top, my best thing. I was like, I don't even want anything else. Not that much anymore. You know what I mean?
I think if there's two things I need to get, I think I need, one more WJSN album to have one of each. Not, every version, but, one of each album they've put out.
Yeah.
And then I need to get the black, but...
I know my, ultimate K-pop goals. I still want, I want one more Polaroid, and I want to get a Yeji one day. But, I mean, I don't have any plan for that anytime soon. But I did buy an M-Wave Fromis album because I wanted to support Fromis. So who knows when that'll be here or if it'll even be signed. But I did get a Fromis album because
I was also thinking,
I wanted to support Fromis.
I was actually thinking today, I think every Fromis album I have, you bought me.
Yeah.
All the signed ones.
I was looking at it and I was like, because the Everglow one, I was like, I already have so much stuff signed by Everglow. I don't want to buy the Everglow one. And then I was like, Fromis. I was like, I want to support Fromis. And I got the last one, so I'll get this one too. And I got one of the copies.
I honestly just forget. I don't keep up with the pre-order stuff or the...
Oh, I don't either.
Honestly, I'm just really busy because I've been editing a lot of stuff, recording different things.
Yeah.
Doing the Magic stuff takes up a lot of my time now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Also, here's the thing, people.
You buy other stuff too,
I buy a lot of Magic cards. And Magic cards are not cheap, so I can't buy everything. I also... still buy stuff to give away to people, so I mean, your money's gotta.
Yeah,
I also paid $9,000 to pay my credit card off.
Yeah, nice. That's a lot of money.
That really takes a hit on the old pocketbook, you know.
Yeah, I mean, got other stuff to buy, got other stuff to do, got other interests, and yeah, I mean, once I got that Irene and Seulgi signed stuff, I was like, I don't even know what else I really want, but I did buy one for Fromis, so we'll see what member I get because it's only one, but.
Eventually, I'll get some more stuff.
I not really wanted a Fromis one because of the little ID card.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
Because that was really cool. So.
I also just buying them in person. So, if I ever go to the shop up north or something, next time I'm up there, I'll definitely, if there's albums I want, I'll buy them.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't like waiting for the shipping of 7 to 8 months.
Yeah. Yeah, I
don't know when it's getting shipped.
It's not fun, but at this point, it's well, you got it, and it should be there eventually. And anything is faster than when it was a year ago in COVID time when it was legit 6-7 months.
Also, I wonder if J-Moon ever got his album I sent him.
I should message him and ask him. Probably not.
Because I shipped it.
It's coming, don't worry.
I shipped it a long time ago.
We got a guy who's walking to where you are. He just walks.
I'll actually message him right now and ask him. So J-Moon,
the live J-Moon message.
You.
What albums did he win again?
He got the Unnatural album.
Unnatural, yeah.
I literally sent it to him. I was like, "Did you ever get it?" And he's like, "No, I'm waiting on it."
Oh boy.
And it has the whatchamacallit. It has. Let's see. Last time I talked to him was May 17th.
Okay, so.
I'm messaging him right now.
Sort of a month ago, sorta.
If not, I'll send him another one, because, I don't know. Last time I checked it, it said it was, in transit, and I'm like, it's only going to Mexico. It's not like it's going across the border.
Seriously.
Well, I guess it is. But it's not like it's going, overseas, so I'm not sure why I wouldn't have got it by now.
It's just weird, because sometimes you get stuff from, far, far away, and it gets here super fast.
Here's the thing that's weird. So I order a lot of custom cards. Sometimes I ship them with tracking. takes months to get to me.
Yeah.
Other times they throw them in the mail and they're here in a week.
Maybe that's the key, is don't use tracking.
I just don't understand it. I don't get it. But anyways, yeah, so...
Yeah.
Jamie, I hope you got your stuff if you're listening to this. I also just messaged you, so...
Check your messages.
Check your inbox.
And your mail. Check your mail. Maybe it'll come tomorrow.
But speaking of fun albums and stuff, today's going to be both of our first viewings of Alcohol Free by Twice. Now, I heard the song because I just like listening to it on the way to work.
Dang, that's a lot of views.
It does. Good job, Marcus. I listened to it on the way to work, and I was telling Justin that it's not... I don't know. It's different. I know the visuals are awesome. The video itself, I haven't seen the whole video, but they look really good. But the song itself, it might grow on me later, but it's first listen, I was kind of like, I don't know what to think about this. Second listen, I was like, yeah, whatever. So this will be the third time I've heard it, but I've never seen the music video. He's never heard it.
I have not heard it. I have not seen the music video. I have not heard the teasers. I literally don't know anything about this song. All I've seen are pictures of the girls, and like Fogg said, they look phenomenal. I mean, they definitely, well, they always, but they definitely passed the visual test with A++. They look great. But I don't know much about the song. From some of the comments I was reading online, because you know how, one does and looks at comments of certain posts about, what'd you think of this song? It was pretty much what you said. It was like, it was okay. And then other people were saying it's Song of the Year, but they were like, had Twice in their name. So you're like, okay.
I can tell you right now it's not true.
I was like, well, you might be a little bit biased, you know what I mean? But I didn't see anyone say it was horrible or they hated it. But it just kind of seemed like a mellow reaction of like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Also, in their defense, I did not like Fancy at all when I first heard it. And months later, I loved it. So
that is like one of the greatest, if not the greatest K-pop song ever. So maybe, who knows?
Here we go, fans. Alcohol Free. Also,
interesting name. Yeah, really interesting name.
Why did they just name it Taste of Love? Because that's the name of the album.
Yeah. Well, at least the visuals are really good.
Yeah, the visuals are
literally awesome. Definitely has its summery vibes.
Look at him go. Well, that's crazy.
So are they all just drinking like juice, I guess, and soda and energy? Maybe they're just drinking energy drinks.
Just Monster.
Goodness. Ew, no wonder no one liked the song.
Also,
Monster.
For
that's cool.
Anybody keeping track from our other episodes, this is an era where Chaeyeon had great hair. So
her hair's awesome here. Jonghyun is back.
Jonghyun's back, looking good.
Was she? Yeah, she wasn't there for the last one.
No, she wasn't.
I know she was like gone, but I was like, was she actually gone for a comeback?
They do have like the little Spartan shoes on.
Absolutely hate them. Hate them.
I was telling this
song would never be Song of the Year for me, even just because of that. I hate those shoes so much.
This also might be the time, the era where Gio finally overtakes Jonghyun to be my favorite.
Yeah.
The epic back and forth battle that's dependent on each comeback.
I mean, Gio really does rock the summer concepts.
Look at this outfit right now. Like, come on.
So this song is just a little more like relaxed and kind of chill.
They look little crabs. I feel like I'll be listening to like a cabana, like
yeah, seriously,
eating.
It's not bad. It's all right.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's
just like a good song.
Like I said, when I first heard it, I was kind of like, it's a little different.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a nice summer song.
Yeah, seriously.
Now it's like floating with some oranges.
It's a little more relaxed. I still don't know why it's alcohol free. Oh, you get drunk.
Free, but they get drunk.
That doesn't make sense.
Although they didn't drink at all.
That makes even less sense.
Dude.
They really must have been drinking those energy drinks.
They've just been hanging out in EXO too much.
Seriously.
That love shot.
Mina gave Diane that drink.
There's lots of Joe, my goodness.
Chung's hair is so cool.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's so awesome. Just killing it.
Good job, stylist. Chaeyeon, your hair looks great.
Your video's really cool.
I like the dance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
it's just kind of more chill. It's all right, not bad.
I mean, the more I've listened to it, like I said, this is the third time I've heard it. I'm just like, it sounds. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, it's.
But
not
the first
bad.
time I heard it, I was like, what is going on? This is not fancy.
I think I just.
This is not Dance the Night Away.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I just programmed myself that we're gonna get Dance the Night Away Part 2 with all the summer looks and stuff.
I bet the stages of this are crazy though.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna win a lot of awards. That was decent, pretty good. That was pretty good. I actually liked it. Wasn't. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be my song of the year, but pretty good. Pretty good. Video was really cool. And goodness, their visuals are off the charts. I just
still got it.
Really just hate the boots. That's really what I walked. I hate the boots. Or they're not even boots. I don't know what they are.
They're like
I feel like that
sandals.
just takes so long to put on. Just like whoop whoop whoop. Like I hate them.
I don't know, but yeah.
Way to go, JYP. No, the alcohol free, very very cool.
That was not Mafia in the morning.
Very chill. Very chill. Sweet. Good
job
twice. Good job twice.
It's a dope video.
It was a dope video. Very cool video.
I just want to make that mashup now with Coco Bop.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I feel like those two songs would fit very nicely.
Speaking of comebacks, EXO had a comeback.
EXO was sick. Loved EXO. And
I was telling him,
aircraft carrier.
I was telling him earlier there's way more members back than I thought there was.
Dude, there was.
I thought there'd be like 4 of them.
Yeah, I didn't know. EXO's comeback was very good too. There's just so many comebacks. So many. We have more coming too. I will say...
Lightsome should be out later today.
I will say...
Tomorrow, I guess.
Alcohol Free was definitely, in my humble opinion, not better than whatever that aespa song was.
Oh, Next Level?
Next Level.
Next Level's
Next
banger,
Level
dude.
is sweet.
There's not a lot of songs that came out this year that
Next Level.
That were better than Next Level.
Next
I don't care
Level
what anybody
is
says.
legit the next level. It was so sick.
Speaking of
listen
visuals
to
off
it,
the chart.
Listen to it all the time. I listen to that song all the time.
Hits different.
Might be my most listened to Kpop song by the end of the year at this rate, but it's great. I just see the little like next video of it there. I'm like, yeah, that song slaps.
Oh, it's super good. I like it. But now, to go talk about something that's completely nothing to do with what we were just talking about, today's episode is more Idol School.
Idol School, second part in the series.
Yeah, because we watched 3 episodes last weekend. And after this episode, we already had like 3 pre-scheduled episodes we have to do, so we're taking a break from talking about Idol School after this until, the beginning of July.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we watched 3 new episodes of Idol School. Well, not new episodes. They've been out for a while now.
I guess new for us.
Yeah. And first off, we were also talking about this before. I was like, you know what? Watching it, I'm like, I love Idol School. It's freaking awesome. It's like one of my favorite elimination shows that we've seen. And then I was like, you know what? I think I even like it more than Produce 101.
I do.
And I'm like, because we're talking about how Produce 101's kind of got that stigma around it of being the best because it was the first show to do what they were doing, really.
Yeah.
So they're always going to be considered by a lot of people as the pinnacle, the number one. No matter what happens or who comes out, they're always going to put them on a pedestal above everybody else, even though it's not really the case. Because we were talking about it the other day, and I was like, man, I don't even know if I like the members of IOI more than the members of Promise 9, and Promise 9 came from Idol School.
That has been something I've thought about since we said it last week. I always think about ranking of who goes above who. It's very difficult. But yeah, I mean, I know that everyone in Promise ranks ahead of Zoe, so that's automatically the last place member is in IOI. So that was the first for sure thing. It's messy. It's a very messy. I need to actually write it down one day. It'd be really tough, but yeah, I mean, it's true. I think that, it's not crazy to think if IOI was the best or whatever. You can, because obviously if they had that show and came out and it sucked and no one liked them, they'd be I remember those bums, but they did kill it and they did do amazing, so they did kind of earn that legendary status. But as far as the show goes, it's just, I think that Idol School is just more entertaining. It's just, I don't know, it's more wild. They were just starting with IOI and Produce 101. Because we even saw the difference in Produce 48, how much more dramatic it is.
It's
and how much more it's the base, and then they kind of grew from it. And that's kind of how I see Idol School too.
Yeah, pretty much. They just took they took Produce 101 and they're like, hey, this is what worked, this is what we need to do different. Made it better. Like you do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just really like Idol School because it feels like it's just a fun summer camp. And like,
it does.
Like, the Produce, especially Produce 48, is so stressful. Everything about it is, like, so stressful. They made that so, almost, like, not hard to watch, but, like, you, like, feel for those girls, like, all the time in any situation. If they, like, mess up once, you, like, feel so bad. And, like, Idol School is, like, way, way more, like, lighthearted. And I think that's something I really, really like about it.
One of my things I was thinking about, when I thought about, like, which one I liked better, was I was thinking about all the groups that they've been in, like, reality shows and, like, all this stuff, like, elimination shows.
Yeah.
And if there are still active groups right now, would IOI be one of my top 5 favorite groups? And I don't think they would be. That's
just hard to say, because they've been gone for so long. Like, I don't know what they would even, like, what would they be doing?
I don't know.
Because then there would be no Guggenheim, all those other groups, like, would they just, like, not... I don't know. That's kind of a tough one, because it's just been, like, so many other little blocks would, like, not even be there to fall. I don't know either. I mean, who knows what they'd be doing, because a lot of those groups are even done.
I like Promise's discography a little more than I like IOI's.
Yeah. Also, they just, like, weren't even around that long as a group, so it's hard to even put them up against other people because they don't have that much music. Like, at least, like... I mean, there's no debate on... As far as, like, putting out music. Like, IZ*ONE dominated any Produce group because they have so much.
True.
Like, they have more than groups that aren't Produce or show groups, They put out so much music. So there's, like, no debate there as far as, like, quality and, like, what to put out. Like, I'd find it really hard to believe that if you put IOI's discography up against IZ*ONE's that you say IZ*ONE or IOI's is better. Like,
no way.
It's just, like, really tough because IZ*ONE has so much more and it's, like, so many more videos, so much more content, and it's all quality. So that's just, that alone, like, IOI not being a group that long, like, that automatically is, like, a tough thing to kind of base them up against the other kind of, like, Produce show groups. Even like Fromus, because they've been around a while.
If I had to rank them, I'd put my favorite so far out of our elimination shows we've watched would be Produce 48, Idol School, Produce 101, and then Finding Momo Land.
Oh, Finding Momo is definitely last.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't good.
That was, but I don't know. I definitely like Idol School more than what I've seen from Produce 101.
And I watched all Produce 101.
And I still, like, love some of those girls to death, like, for real. Like, they're some of my favorite idols ever. But just the show in general, I think I like Idol School more so far. I guess it probably won't, but I guess, like, if it finishes and I, like, don't like it, then it could change. But it's trending upward. It's hard to say against Produce 48 because we're not done with it yet, but I just love the vibe.
Well, technically, we kind of are. We have one episode left.
Well, I meant of Idol School. Oh. Because we still got...
I thought you meant compared to Produce 101. Like, we've got one episode of Produce 48.
Yeah. No, we've seen, like, all of Produce... We get Produce 48 because we literally sat down for hours and put in the work to watch all those. I feel like Idol School has the potential for me to be better than Produce 48, but I don't know yet. Produce 48 is just so stressful. It's just so stressful. You feel so bad for the girls.
Think about this. We put in more hours of watching Produce 48 than most podcasts have put into making actual episodes.
Oh my gosh, not even close. I just, like, those were so long.
They're like 2.5, 3 hours long.
And we, like, actually sat, like, paid attention. And it's great, don't get me wrong. I don't think anything, unless Idol School really wows me in these next few episodes, nothing will touch the stages of Produce 48.
Oh, they're the best.
Like, I'm sure some of them might be better than other ones, but my favorite stages of Produce 48 are going to be, like, my favorite stages. Like, that's going to be hard to beat those, because they have some really, really legendary ones that
I used to have, like,
love.
arguments with people in the Discord about which one had better stages between Produce 101 and Produce 48. And I'm like, you don't even know, man. You haven't seen the Produce 48 stages.
I don't know if I think I've seen pretty much all the Produce. I don't know, it's just so long ago. The one stage I will say that I did love from Produce 101 was the one that pretty much had, like, all the members, because Yoon Bin's there with, like, Somi, like, that's, like, all almost the members, and they, like, kill it, and everyone freaks out. That stage is really cool, and I really love it. But a lot of the Produce 48 stages are just, like, so legendary. And so far, the Idol School ones have been really good, too.
And we haven't even got to the good ones.
We haven't even got to, like, the deep cut ones, but so far they've been really. Idol School's sick. I just love.
Idol School's awesome.
It could be my favorite one at the end. I'm not sure yet.
I I'm definitely surprised by it because I didn't know really what to expect going into it.
Same.
Outside, I thought it'd just be a cookie cutter ripoff of Produce 101.
I thought it was going to be really bad.
Because it came in between Produce 101 and Produce 48.
Sure.
So, essentially, they're just like, hey, let's take the same formula and make our own show, whatever. But it's completely different, so it's completely surprised me. It's really great. I love it.
I do too.
And I just love Promise 9.
Yeah, Promise is great. And it's like, the people in... Which, we're starting to see some editing of, like... Oh, maybe there are some more favorites than other people, but like the people that are in the final group of Fromis are great in this show. Like they're super awesome. It's not like, oh, how did this person make it? Like they're super
weird.
Great.
As we were talking about it, because there was an elimination episode in one of them, and then they still had like them doing practices where the girls were still there, and I didn't understand that.
I looked it up. For some reason, I think those girls did get eliminated. But they were still, like, there, and they were going to get moved to, like, a different dorm and still pretty much go to, like, remedial idol class. And still get something like that. But then I think for some reason they, like, didn't do it.
I was so confused. I'm like, they got eliminated. Like,
and they, like, still went. They, like, did... I don't know. I was, like, reading about it because I was so confused about it. I think they were still supposed to kind of be around.
I thought they just shot out of order.
But then... Which they might have done stuff like that, too. But then they kind of showed them stuff from the past, what they were still doing because the other group... Those girls didn't actually do the whole remedial class thing. It was weird. Because it did make a little sense, though, because when we watched the first elimination for Idol School, like, some girls were sad, but it was not, like, produce level sad.
The other thing that's crazy...
Like, depression.
The ultimate, like, example of editing was we talk about it all the time. The Produce 48, what do you want to call it? Intro stages where the girls went on to perform to get ranked.
Mm-hmm.
But you can clearly see when you watch it that they did not put them in order that they put on the show.
Yeah.
Because they would show the girls performing, like, oh, they're so good, like, no one's going to be able to follow them up. But then you look in the stands, and there's been, like, the Japanese girls and some other girls have already gone, but their rankings are blurred out.
Yeah.
But it makes it seem like this was the first group to go, and everybody else was, like, horse ass after this. But that's not true. Like,
It's true. It's just how they edited it to make it more... I guess, fit the storyline that they wanted to fit it.
So it's hard to...
It is hard to tell.
It's hard to guess when it comes to the editing of the shows.
And, like, the one thing about Idol School 2 is, like, in these elimination type thing, there's just, like, a lot of talking from so many people.
Oh, so weird.
And, I mean, I really thank God for the person who gave us our subs, but I think sometimes they mess some things up. So I feel like that could kind of get us a little confused sometimes. Just being like, hey, just show us who's eliminated, blah, blah, blah. Like, instead of actually, like... there's just so much dialogue. There's a lot of talking.
We'll try to go into episode by episode real fast, and that way we can get that out of the way.
Oh, my gosh.
But I will say before we start that I definitely have favorite members in the show that have not made it into the group.
Oh, same.
Who would you say your favorite member is in the...
Probably,
outside of the members of the group?
Snow Baby, who got freaking eliminated. And then one girl, I forgot who was with Serum and them in Hush. Oh, I forgot her name. It starts with the M, but she was really great, who we found on her Instagram. She's really cool. Probably Snow Baby, though. She was great. And then really, when I fell for her, she got instantly eliminated. So that was a tough blow to my fandom for Snow Baby, even though she's killing it on social media. But
also, her name's Snow Baby.
Also, I really becoming more of a fan of Natty from this.
Natty. Although, okay, we'll get into that in a
minute. Yeah. But
I'm trying to figure out what that girl's name was. I forgot what it was, too.
It was like... Was it her?
No, I'll know when I see her.
There's a... It's great. I'm trying to, like, really, really learn everyone's name because there's not, like, that many girls.
There's not, like, a ton of girls.
And they're all, like, I don't know. It's just great. I love the vibe of Idol School of just, like...
Myungji.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's really great in Hush.
That was also just a great stage. That was awesome.
Yeah, oh my gosh. But, she's probably, like, my favorite member who I guess is still there that didn't make it, as of right now. But I don't know. There's a lot of great girls.
There's a ton of them. I'd say Tasha's probably my favorite.
Tasha's awesome. Tasha's great. She's
Tasha's awesome. We follow her on social media. She's got a good social media. Her and where's she at? Heron. She's cool.
Heron
the one that
cool
was
too.
With Soyeon and Jiwon and one performance.
That stage. See, that was a stage when I was really like, okay, maybe they will start to come from my favorite produce stages because that one was really, really good.
Also, the other legend that got eliminated in the first episode or the first elimination, White Michelle.
White Michelle.
Always a fan favorite.
Honestly, if they just made a group of all the first girls eliminated from Idol School, I would stand right now with White Michelle, Anda, and Snow Baby. I mean, that's a power group right there.
Dude, that's awesome. I wouldn't be mad about that.
They're just like... The elimination was just so weird.
But also, you have like Yuri. Yuri's cool. You have Sion. They're both cool.
Obviously, we love
Yoon Young was really cool. She's been eliminated from a few shows now.
I'm actually...
Cool. Sion, the other one from...
yeah.
That was in Finding Momo Land. She's really cool.
I actually am impressed how well Yuri's like doing. Because obviously we knew she's talented. But she's doing well in this. Like... I was like, oh, good job, Yuri, go off. Like, it's not your time yet, but...
There's also, like, just so many... It's like the other shows. There's just so many different people to like, and it's like...
Yeah. I think, honestly, I really have, like, liked every single person in this.
I'm just like, random stuff, and it's just
this show is just super random, and that's what I think I just kind of said, but I really like that about it. It's just really, really random. They're always, like, doing something really fast. There's always, like, random clips of them doing something else that we have no idea what it is, and it looks really funny, and then they go back to doing something else, like...
Yeah, I don't know. It's like...
It's just, like, 100 miles per hour all the time, until it's the voting time in the classroom, and then it slows down.
That's still, like, the craziest thing, 'cause they just, like, sit there, and they're like...
They just sit there and, like, stare and smile. I'm like, that kind of stinks. I feel like I would not want to be the girls.
And it's weird because you know that they're, like, actually, like, there, because they're, like, they don't even know who is...
Yeah, because they get surprised when they see the results of literally the live voting coming in. I was going to ask, did it, like, come out that it was, like, actually rigged?
I think there was a whole thing about it. I don't know if it really did.
See, I know it was, like, under investigation, but I was, like, thinking about it one day. I was like, I don't know if it actually was, like, yes, it was 100%. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It probably was, but because all the other ones were. But I was like, I don't know if it ever came out that it was, like, 100% yes, this was rigged. I just know it was, like, under investigation, but that's a thing to look for another day, I guess.
Oh, goodness. I'm looking into I'm, like, reading... the synopsis to find the songs that they performed, you know?
Oh, that's what I looked up earlier when I found out that it was like, oh, well, the girls that got kicked out are not actually kicked out and went to a different place.
At least that advanced dance class chose to perform Boss by Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, goodness.
Their songs that they perform have also been, like, all really great songs. Like,
yeah, because I was looking up so we could, like,
K-pop
talk
songs
about...
that everyone like. I mean, like, hit K-pop songs.
Now, the other thing that's crazy... is they got split into like these little groups for some reason, and I'm not really sure what they were. It's like advanced class, like media.
Don't remember anything about that.
Intermediate class, and they had to like go like do like weird tasks, like looking into cameras or like I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that was going on that I really
when I was reading the synopsis, I was like, man, missed that. Like,
yeah,
it was like the advanced class. I'm like, how did they even figure like
they like got like +3 points, and I don't know. I was lost on that.
Because if you like did good in the competition, you got like +1. And that's how Snow Baby got eliminated because someone got +1 and went right above her. I was like, what the heck? But
yeah, so they did that for a little bit, and they like did like some little lessons and stuff that they had to do. Then they got separated into their groups based off. What was it? It was like they had leaders that were randomly chosen apparently by the council of judges to determine who was the best leader.
Yeah.
And then like the girls had like run up behind whose group they wanted to be in, and one group like didn't get enough girls. So there's like 2 girls, so they had like a disbandment draft like in the NBA. So each group member, their leader had to like pick one girl they didn't want in the group or the least, and so they would like throw them into the trash can and they get picked up.
And then they all actually went to like the Bobcats. So.
Yeah, so...
And didn't they figure out who did that by doing like who can hold themselves on the chin-up bar?
Well,
like,
they figured out which leader got to pick which song they performed.
Oh, right,
By a showing of strength. They literally hung from a chin-up bar, and whoever fell last got to pick the first song.
Obviously, that's how you figure that out. Like,
but I was looking up the songs that they had. They performed Cheer Up by Twice, Whistle by Blackpink, Me Gustas 2 by G-Friend, Achu by Lovelyz, and Rookie by Red Velvet.
Literally all awesome songs. So that was cool to see all those stages. They all did really well, too. I mean, it was another thing. Like,
it's the perfect... Here's the thing that's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
They showed them performing, right? And it was always good. It's always good. But unlike the Produce 48 series, they did not show them being trash for an hour before they showed the performance.
Maybe longer.
It was like maybe, 5-10 minutes, between each one.
Yeah.
And then they showed multiple of groups at the same time. So it wasn't like you're going each group an hour of them being bad, then being really good for the performance, and then the voting and all that stuff.
It was so nice because, like I said earlier, that was what it was with Produce. It was like so sad. And like you said, when you're watching the girls prepare for their stage, their live stage, and they're literally a train wreck all the time and getting yelled at and crying all the time, watching that for an hour kind of sucks. And you're like,
I already know how it's going to end.
Yeah, you're like, how are they even going to do it? And like, obviously that's just like the show, and like it's so dramatic. And then they go out on stage and it's like perfect. But like,
why do you waste an hour watching that?
Yeah, and you don't even really see any progression. It's just like so bad.
It's like 0 to 100.
Like, Idol School is like, oh, they're kind of bad, but like the coaches, I also really like the coaches. I think I said it last time.
They actually kind of care.
No idea who these people are. Like the one guy's a little mean, but no idea who the coaches really are. But they actually like really try to help the girls and get very encouraged when they do better. Like Produce 48, which I'm sure that was part of like you need to be mean to them to make them cry for the show, but like. They're just cool because they actually do care and they seem that they want the girls to do better. But you see them like be bad, get a little better, and then they go to the stage. And the whole thing is like no more than like, I don't know, half an hour per
each group.
For like per each one. We're really, like you said, it's like an hour and a half to get through one performance. And like your heart can't even take it after seeing one group perform. That was really nice. That's like one of the best parts about this is they kind of breeze. They show like, oh, we're bad, we're a little better, stage. Like,
instead of like, oh, you literally can't walk.
You're
bad,
boom, bad, crying, depressed, you have no future, and then you're great.
Yeah, I don't know. But, so all the girls went and performed their things in their little groups, which was awesome. All
really good. Great. All really fun songs. The girls fit the concepts. It was really good.
And I will say, up to now, out of all the shows I've ever seen where they do performances, which is a lot, the only time I've ever seen anybody mess anything up was when Yuri couldn't hit that high-pitched note in Peak.
Yeah, that is true, right?
Like in Produce 101, there's never any mistakes.
No, there's no
mistakes.
If
there was, they weren't like noticeable. So far, in Idol School, there's been no mistakes in anything that we've seen through the first things and performances.
No, they get through the performance, yeah.
On the Momo Land ones, they were just bad to begin with, so, I mean, you can't really make mistakes.
That was another one where it was literally just like, it so bad and like getting yelled at, and like they don't even help them. They're just like, you are horrible. It's like, okay,
my favorite thing was when the guy's like, why do we have to watch that? That was so terrible.
Like it's like, okay, like this, I don't want to watch this.
But then they came back into their next performances, and they were fine. It's like, I don't know, but in Produce 48, the only mistake that I remember ever happening was when Yuri couldn't hit that high note
in Peekaboo,
and all the other performances were like perfect.
Yeah, legit perfect. Yeah, maybe just because Yuri like couldn't hit that note, and then they like replayed it
100 times,
100 times, and it was her hitting like flat, and I was like, ugh.
I'll be honest, they gave her the main vocal part in the one group that she was in, and this one, even though it happened before Produce 48, I had like PTSD. I'm like, this is why she did not want to be the center of Produce 48.
Not again. She's gonna get the yips. Like, no, please, Yuri. I mean, she did fine. Like, she was great, but. Yeah, that's honestly been a really refreshing thing for Idol School is like they are bad, the coaches help them, and you see them like improve and get better, and then they go to their stage and they're really good.
And then they had like rankings at the end, right? I'm not really sure. Maybe because whoever translated it.
I think we got that lost in translation.
Because they like did rankings for each person, like who got the most votes.
Yeah.
Now the thing that was funny was this whole time, unlike Produce 48 or Produce 101, they're in the room by themselves.
Yeah.
They're like in this little
gosh
building with like windows. So like all these girls
it's like a little house.
Like creepily looking in through the windows while these girls are getting ranked. It's so funny.
Because you have the one group, they're in there seeing their scores in like the chairs. But then all the other groups are watching, and they're all like pressed up against the glass.
Like imagine like a creepy person looking through your window at you. That's what it was
and
like.
And it's like 20 other girls, and they're just like staring, and they're all like, oh gosh, like... It was like that one show, I forgot where it was, where all the camera people sit on the outside, but like they're all...
Oh, Fact and Star?
Yeah, they're all the little other girls. It's just so funny because this camera like zooms in and they're like faces up against the glass.
And they're looking super creepy, they're so intense.
They're like, oh my gosh, who got the highest rank or blah, blah, blah. That old one girl got 0.
The old girl got 0.
She literally got no votes, and even Anda got like a vote.
What's really crazy too is when it came to the actual voting like that, there's a lot of girls not in Promise who did like really good.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Yeah.
So the one thing I didn't get about the voting thing was, I don't know if I didn't say it or maybe I missed it, but you had to get above a certain amount of points to consider it a passing grade You know?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I just need to get above so-and-so so I can get a passing grade. I'm like, when did they ever talk about that?
I don't remember. I feel like that's one of the things that's one of the things that got lost in translation because like some girls would be excited about a score they got and we weren't really sure why.
And then the other girl got like 0, but as a whole group, they still got above a certain number, so they still passed, so it didn't matter.
She literally got 0.
And I didn't understand what the actual goal like they were trying to get. Like if there's a certain like benchmark point they needed, or
I think there was, but I don't know if they ever even said it. I mean, what did the person translate whistle as?
Oh, Wordle?
Wordle. That
Dude,
was
Wordle.
whistle was Wordle.
Wordle.
Yeah, Wordle. So that's kind of what we were dealing with.
I will say, shout out to the person who translated them because that's awesome of you. You did a great job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't want to hate on the person because I couldn't.
But they did say as a precautionary warning at the beginning that English is not their first language and neither is Korean. So if someone who doesn't speak either language translating Korean to English for us, so I mean they did good. It's just
maybe that's where Wordle came from instead of whistle.
Hey, I'm all about it, dude. Wordle's my favorite word.
It's like a Pokemon. Or
it's
some
a
of the
squirrel
times
and a war turtle put together.
Yeah, that'd be
Wordle.
awesome. And some of the times when they're like clearly talking about a girl, it's they say he, but I mean that's minimal. That's ticky tack foul right there.
Let them play, ref.
But yeah, the stages have been really great. They had the groups getting ready, had their stages, had the rankings, and then they had elimination, right?
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, when they did the eliminations in like Produce 101 or Produce 48, they like had them in like an opposite side of it's not really a stadium. The stage.
It looks like it.
Yeah, the opposite side of the stage.
Yeah.
And then once they got called up, they would go sit in their chair, what position they finished.
Indeed.
And then whoever was left in the back chairs behind, or I guess in front of where the winners were at.
Yeah.
They were just there and like, okay, you guys didn't make it, like you're getting eliminated.
Yeah.
And then everyone would cry and leave. Now in this one, they're like all standing next to each other in like not a specific order whatsoever.
No.
And they literally just like listed off. It was weird. They listed off the top.
It was like 30 to 20.
Yeah, well, it's like they listed off like the top like 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Then they did like 20 to 30, and then they did like everyone who got eliminated, and then they did the middle part. Like it was really weird.
It was very odd. Yeah, they're standing on like they're like a high school choir. There's like tiers, like 3 tiers of like, and it's like
no one was asked to leave or leave the stage. They all just stood there while they were getting eliminated. And they found out they were dead ass last. And then like, okay, so while this is going on, like I asked, like, was this music playing while they were there, or did they like overplay the music over the thing? Because there's like this like weird random graduation music playing.
It's like super hype. Get ready for the Olympics. Like music, I get hyped up to it. Honestly, it's like so. It's like I don't know. It really is like a high like college fight song.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna go run this race. Like
so
you can
like,
do it.
Announcing all of it, you see it in their faces because they don't know who's gonna eliminate and who isn't.
Yeah.
And like after they announce the girls that are getting eliminated, like everybody like starts bawling their eyes out and they're like hugging and crying and stuff. But while this is all happening, they're still standing there. This dude's at the podium still reading his script.
Yeah, like
nothing's
they
happening.
had like an MC guy.
And then it would show like
it is.
It was like showing like the ones who finished like 1st through 10, and like Jiyeon finished first.
She cried more than the people that lost.
And she like doesn't know when the camera's on her. Like she can see the camera.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know like the smile if she should cry. So she's just looking weird.
Oh gosh, she literally looked more upset than anyone else, and she was literally won. Like,
and then so this is all happening. There's music playing. People are crying, hugging. It's like chaotic. No one knows what's going on.
Literally just standing there.
So then they call in the president guy or the principal, and he gives this long speech. And I kid you not, his speech is like, even though you failed today, there'll be better days. Even though the school system has failed you and you are getting eliminated, look forward to the future. He's like giving this long speech, and he says about how they failed and got eliminated like 6 times. And everyone's just like, yeah, okay. And they're like, I don't know if that's really what he said, but that's what the translation said.
It was just like a circle of how they failed, but they still can achieve their grade. Maybe that's the whole, like, they're going to remedial school.
Pick yourselves up, even though you failed today.
It's like, pick yourselves up because you failed, but you can do it, even though you fell because you're dead ass last.
And you failed
can still
today,
do it,
and
but
the
you
school
got an
system
F,
failed you.
but you still can dream big. but not too big.
It was like the ultimate compliment sandwich. We'd say something good, then he'd talk about how they were terrible.
And like
and
the
say
other guy
good.
who was the MC stepped over on the podium, so he's just standing there awkwardly. The girls are still crying, hugging, laughing, just standing there. And this old guy went on for, I swear, like a half hour. Like it took so long for this old man's
just no emotions or anything.
Literally just reading his script, his circular speech. Like
here's a bass, go off of this, and he just didn't know what to say, so he just kept repeating himself.
I feel like there's like just go, you're great. Like we'll just keep filming it, keep the cameras on the girls, and it was like again just added to the whole kind of chaotic nature of it.
And while this is happening,
like so
the music
funny.
is still playing,
and the super awesome hype music with like trumpets and everything. It's
like still going on this whole time,
and you're just like, am I supposed? Like I feel like everybody won and everybody lost. I don't know.
And then the other teachers like come in, like it's like a whole going away thing. Everyone's hugging, and the teacher's like, "It's not like you're never gonna see him again. Like it's okay. It's not going anywhere."
And then it's just that whole. It was just definitely different than the Produce series.
That was the definition of a train wreck.
But it was like a beautiful thing to watch. Except for the old man talking for so long.
Oh my gosh.
Like, dude, you said this 18 times. Like, they get that they failed, but they still can have big dreams. Like,
yeah, that was a whole weird thing that happened.
That was a little strange, but I still like, I don't know, it just kind of added to the fun of it just being super ass random. Like,
I mean, I liked it. It's
I
just
liked
one of those
it
things
too.
that it's kind of like different, but at the same time,
we're
just
like, why is this person here now? Why is this person here? Like, who even got, like, did the people actually get eliminated?
Yeah, because then the next episode was a little longer than the other episodes.
Yeah.
And it legit started out with all the, like, top members, like, sitting in the middle of the classroom looking really awkward, where they did like a 20-minute introduction for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like back to the classroom, showing the members. Well, remember the one girl, or I don't know if that was before, but she got like voted out and she had to go like exchange her.
Oh, that was later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, the first
episode was so funny.
They like I don't know, they like started out the episode and they were like sitting there, right? And it was like, I don't know. They're like literally sitting there like talking about them. It was the weirdest thing in the entire world. It's like
because at the beginning of every show there's like voting, even before it like starts. There's like live voting even before anything happens.
So they're doing all this stuff, and it's like the weirdest thing ever. Then they're like going through doing like all the random stuff. To be honest with you, I might be telling you all this out of order, but it did happen within the 3 episodes we watched. So take out the grain of salt.
Yeah, just remember, it did indeed happen at some point.
Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, did they perform before they went to their little classes, or that after?
Well, they did one stage before, and then the next episode was they were doing their classes.
Okay, so
and then they did the next stages. Where it was more like kind of like units almost. Okay,
so yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, because the ones did Adrenaline, and Jiwon, Soyeon, and Haram were like I don't know. That was like mind blowing. That like blew my mind. That was maybe, I don't know. That could rival some of the Produce 48 stages. That was really great. All I gotta say is they had some of the best outfits I've ever seen. It was stage. I don't know. It was actually like enjoyable watching them like practice and stuff though. Because I actually like showed them practicing, like getting better. Like there's like different like, oh, like now they're learning this, or now they're singing, or now they're like learning how to do it in like high heels because they have to, or now they have like this accessory that they have to do. That's why it says they went to the second one and they got ranked against each other, and the first team performed Mr. Mister by Girls' Generation. Yeah. Then the other girls performed Adrenaline, and they were like pitted against each other. Okay. And it's whoever won, I guess, got like bonus points. I don't really remember that happening. And then they came out and they performed Hush, and then that was like the end of the episode. You had to go to the next episode to see the other performances. Okay. See, I thought it was against each other because they had them both on stage, but they didn't really say like who won, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was kind of weird, but or did they? I don't remember. This was a few days because didn't the Mr. Mister team lose? They lost. I think they lost by like a couple points. It was like really close. And I guess I got like bonus points for winning. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff which is kind of like, I mean, that's kind of like I was in Produce, right? Like, didn't you get like bonus 1,000? But theirs was wild. It was like all right, lost in translation, so. Yeah. Produce was wild. I was like, all right, extra 50,000 votes if you get here. Like, they just throwing out big numbers. I remember they had like the different classes. There's like advanced, based on how good you are, intermediate, and then other one. Yeah. And they all went to the classes together to do like the little camera thing or do like their vocal stuff. Yeah. And whoever, because remember like handing off the mics and stuff. Yeah. And then whoever won got like tickets for like extra food or like something special. Yeah, they got like the midnight dinner. They got to go eat first. Yeah. If the intermediate one did better, out of the 3 people in the class, they like got their
That's true, and they eat well.
They do eat pretty good.
They get some good meals.
And then, like you said, so to sum it up real fast, the important thing to remember is they did some weird random stuff. They did performances, got graded, it was awesome. They got separated into groups based off their performances, and then they did more performances, and now that's like where we're at.
We're kind of in the middle of the next performances.
And then, like you were saying earlier, they went back to their seats, because this whole setup's kind of weird. You have like a middle station, right, where all the girls are in their seats, like the top girls. Then the sides are like flanked by desks with two girls at each desk. Yeah, they
push all the desks to the side of the room.
And then they're doing like live voting, and whoever... Like, so, Jisung got put in the top 10 after her performance on,
the Lovely song.
Yeah, Chew.
She, killed... She got so many votes.
So, one of the girls that was in the middle with the top 10 or 9 literally left, and Jisung took her spot, and they just,
And that girl had to go sit in, the side desk because she was no longer in the top 9, and Jisung got to go in the top 9.
Yeah, so I don't know, that's kind of weird.
It's legit just, the absolute live voting in real life right there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And then that's kind of how it ended.
Yeah. These all the stages have been really good, but these last few have been really good. The Mr. one was alright, but Adrenaline was incredible, and then the Hush one was incredible too. And everyone, a lot of our faves have also been in those last two stages, but man, they're killing it. So yeah, next up we saw the Hush stage. And then we'll see who they're going up against, and that's where we are. So we've had one elimination so far. Oh,
also I forgot. I was reading through this and I forgot. This really isn't important to anything, but Heechul took them all to a dog shelter.
Oh yeah, they went and took care of some puppies.
So as a break from training, they went to take care of all these puppies at this dog shelter, and they had abandoned puppies there.
Yeah, they just went and cleaned them, took them on walks, all that stuff. They had their little time too when Heechul watched them perform their things, and he was super hyped for everyone. And I just there's just so many people super hyped for a lot of things in Idol School, and that makes it fun. People actually get excited instead of just yelling.
There's apparently they also have this unlimited sponsorship with Reebok.
Yeah, which is cool. Their Reebok stuff's dope.
Oh my goodness.
Are you reading too far ahead?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Don't spoil it. We don't know what happens.
All I know is there's some performances coming up. And there's a G-Friend song, a Twice song, a Kara song, A-Pink, SES, and a Pristin song.
Oh my gosh. That sounds great. All the performances have been really good.
Oh, I'm super
hyped.
And
they're just great songs too.
I'm just hyped to see this Fifth Harmony performance.
Yeah, seriously.
Based off the performances I've seen from WJS and The Black doing
my gosh. I'm excited too. Idol School's awesome. That was our summer. What did we watch? 3 through 5?
Yes.
We watched 3 episodes, yeah. So that's pretty much where we're at.
What's crazy is those 3 episodes took us long to watch one episode of Produce 48.
It was legit one. That's the mental grind for Produce 48 was just unmatched. You really got to be in there for Produce 48.
It's true. But so that's pretty much what happened. Like I said, we'll pick it up later on. There's 12 whole episodes.
My other thing that I was going to say is I said that I've become more of a fan of Natty from the first few, but from 3 through 5, just did not get shown at all.
Oh, yeah,
she's just 100% or 95% besides her performance because she has to be shown. She's they edited her out.
Yeah, because the first
she's not there.
The first 2 episodes, she was the golden pig. She was the moneymaker.
And she was the best. She was the best.
And they made you know she was the best one.
But 3 through 5, not there.
Nothing at all.
Literally,
I don't even remember them showing her getting her votes in the friggin' Into the Thing.
I don't remember it either.
I couldn't even tell you which one she was in.
I don't remember what she was either. I remember she dropped quite a few ranks on the elimination ranking. Obviously, she was still good, but those next ones, she was just in nothing. And then we kind of saw her at the end of the last episode because she's preparing with her group for their stage, which I guess they obviously have to show.
But yeah, they definitely took a whole 180.
They are all right, we need this girl for some reason they need to start editing her out because honestly I forgot she was even there.
Oh, I said that all the time. Natty pop up I forgot.
I'd be oh, Natty's there, and I really liked her a lot.
She didn't get eliminated yet.
Yeah, I really liked her a lot, but she just literally was just not there. I don't know what was up, but they edited her out. So
it's all right because
we'll see how much more she gets edited out.
White Michelle got eliminated. Snow Baby got eliminated. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be long before Miyagi and Tasha both get eliminated. So
yeah, they'll start dropping here like flies soon.
Yeah, all our faves are going to get eliminated.
And
that's
then
also
we're gonna get more 30-minute speeches from the old guy.
That's like the worst part of watching these shows, knowing what the final lineup is. Is like you go in knowing your favorite members of like the group, but it's like hard to not like other people in the show.
Oh yeah,
and like even like Sion.
Yeah, she's
like the goofiest person ever. I like, love Sion. She's awesome.
Yeah,
but it's like
she's eventually gonna and like Yuri too and everyone.
Oh, first off, I forgot to mention that Yuri hit the hardest twerk I've ever seen in my entire life. She hit it so hard at the end of Wordle that it like
dude, that was so funny.
Did it like hurt my back?
Oh, my back hurt. It still hurts. That's how she like. That is how you finish a performance.
I don't know if you guys remember the legendary
everyone go watch that performance.
Twerking moment from Yoo-jung in that Produce 48 stage when they did when it was like Yoonbin and Somi. What was the song? I don't know, but there's like a whole GIF that's like legendary. I'll have to find it later. Anyways, but it was like that times like 10.
Dude, she gave it her all. It was just so funny, but it was literally
great. That gave her enough points to make it into.
I think that's what the moment. If you watch her like Life 30 for 30 championship DVD, it's like going to show that in like black and white of like this was the moment
in like slow motion.
Things turned around for her to become a future Hall of Famer in
like,
ISO.
I mean, it was crazy.
It's like we took that loss as motivation and did this, and like that's going to be her 30 for 30 start.
She got that text from the other members.
Twerk your heart out, girl.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't hold back.
And she did not. That was so awesome. We died laughing. But it was amazing. It was a great performance. All the performances have been really, really good.
Especially Adrenaline.
They did do Magusta too. Probably better than G-Friend. So
true.
G-Sun was so good. She got the most individual votes of any person in any group. So because we kept talking about the moment. We're like, G-Sun, like she won, but like. She's kind of been quiet these first few episodes. When was the moment she really like made that splash? And that was the moment. She was the moment.
Kind of like how this comeback is the time she made that splash in my heart.
Seriously, like that.
If you would have told me years ago,
they did Lovelies. They didn't do.
I'd be getting bias wrecked by a G-Sun comeback. I'd be like,
yeah, right.
But here we are.
Yeah, that was the moment for that. I think that pretty much sums it up. We got we're almost halfway, but
I just don't know what the actual elimination episode of the end is going to be like. Cause it's been so chaotic.
Dude, I'm fully expecting it to just be a beautiful train wreck once again. Like,
yeah, so
I feel like it's just like a random duck deuce with the old guy, and he hits on the people who are eliminated. Like hits him on the head, and it's like, goose, you're out.
Or it's like these 9 names stand up, everyone else you're out.
Yeah, like legit, it'll be like really fast. Like, you guys win, congratulations.
Because the actual elimination itself, it went really fast. Like it.
Yeah.
It probably took, like, what, a minute?
Well, because in Produce 48 and the Produce series, it takes so long to read one name.
And then
they show everyone's face and all the stress. And
each round, they have, like, little flashbacks and, like, playing games or doing makeup horrible. Or something.
It's horrible.
And this one, they literally just, like, read off the list.
It was, they have, like, a little, like, graphic of a list, and the names pop up by the number, and it was literally, like, boom, 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 like, out. And that's it. Like, it took no more than 5 seconds.
Yeah,
which was kind of nice too because it just wears on you in Produce 48. Like
we're gonna have to finish Idol School, then we're gonna have to watch Mix 9.
Yeah, because we have a lot of awesome people in Mix now. We're gonna just continue our series of all the. I always forget what they're freaking called.
Elimination shows.
Elimination shows. Yeah, we're just gonna watch all of them.
Because the other one we have left is 16. We haven't watched that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget that.
And this new one coming out.
Oh man, we can talk about that real quick because.
Yeah, what was it called? It's like
I said, isn't it like 999?
It's like
or something?
Girl Brooklyn Planet 999 or something like that.
Is it an Mnet thing?
I'm about to look it up.
How is this going to have any credibility at all?
All I know is Eugene from CLC is going to be participating in it. It's called Girls Planet 999, and it is TV talent competition to form a new girl group.
Here we go again.
And it will include a total of 99... Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
99 trainees from Korea, Japan, and China. She'll be one of the 33 trainees. Ooh, that means it's going to be 33 from each place. That's awesome.
That's actually really cool.
Man, she's like legit like the Olympics out here. It says she's one of the 33 trainees chose to represent South Korea.
Oh, so it's almost like it really is like a Olympic type deal.
I hope Elke's on there.
Oh man, that would be quite the, they would have so many, like, rivalry moments they would create. I don't know. I mean, I have said before.
It's supposed to be happening in August.
Oh, wow. Good, that's soon. I did say that if there was another, like, produce type series like this, we're watching it, well, I don't know about live, but as live as possible, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to watch.
So we actually know what's, like, before, like, see what's going on as it's happening.
Oh, it's being put on by Mnet.
Oh, boy, here we go. Cube, you better fork up that money so Eugen wins.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, oh, man, I can't wait to watch one of these elimination type shows. I'm going to be so invested. And then now that Eugen's in it, I'm like, wow, I'm never going to be invested in anything more than I am this show for her. Like, I'm going to be rooting so much. So.
I'm literally going to go on and vote every day.
Oh, man. So that is going to be some super fun episodes of stress and fun, but...
Yeah, eventually I'll have to finish watching Finding Momoland, too.
Yeah.
I've only watched like half of it, but, I'll be honest, it's not that great. And Momoland's not around anymore, so...
Yeah, we're not...
I guess they are, but...
Yeah, we're not... Sorry, all the Momoland fans.
Sorry,
out there. We're not the biggest fans of them.
We used to love Momoland. If you go back and listen to our first episodes, we talked about our favorite groups, and I said Momoland.
We used to watch a lot of content, but they've kind of just, dwindled as a group and lost members, and
they're not the
just
same.
not the same. Yeah, it's just not the same. So that's tough. But
maybe I'll finish Finding Momoland because it's not honestly not even worth watching together because it's not that good. But yeah,
especially with all the people just not even there anymore. It's
true.
Like, well, you kind of got eliminated eventually.
But that's our other 5 episodes of Idol School we've watched so far.
Yeah, we've watched 5 episodes. We got 7 more to go. And it's been the best thing ever so far.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
I love it. Absolutely
Which means
love it.
It's time to end with the only way there is to end, and that's to watch our theme song here.
The theme song for Idol School.
This never gets old.
Oh, it's so great.
Also, the colors are so vibrant.
I love the pink and the purple blue. And Heechul's here. That's awesome.
Also, their water geyser budget is through the roof.
Yeah, seriously.
There's Natty right
That's
there.
when I knew that this show was a show to take serious. Was when I saw the water geyser budget. I just remember the first time we ever watched this, we're like, wow, that's a member from us. That's a member from us. There's just so many.
Man.
And just GM smiling.
In a slow-mo on Natty's face.
Natty's awesome in this.
There she is, the legend,
when
White
they
Michelle.
actually show her. She hit that super nasty dab.
She did. Usain Bolt, she just came in the door and was like...
BAM! And then got that early exit. So many great people got eliminated early.
One of the groups... They're talking about it and they're performing, and average age of the group is 12.
Oh yeah,
there's some youngins in this.
They were because was that the group that did Russian roulette? And we're these girls are even two.
They did
what song did
Rookie.
they do? Rookie, yeah.
And I remember listening to it while they were saying it, because a lot of times when people cover songs, they sound like the songs,
Pretty much, yeah.
But their voices weren't matured enough, so they're all really high pitched, except for 2 of the girls on it. Hey, it's Snow Baby. So just like her, but their voices just were not mature enough to sing the song. It just sounded like
it's just weird because it's such kind of a high energy, high pitched song anyway. But it did sound kind of just different with them singing it.
Yeah, it did not match at all.
It was a little weird.
Oh yeah, just heavy breathing a second.
Because they're doing those aerobics in this soccer field.
I just want to know
when do we get the film in the arena with the hundreds of fans? This is the best.
Are any of the group members even there, or is that just a random gym
full of
people?
I don't know.
When's Heechul gonna dance?
This is just that awesome anime 90s sitcom intro.
It really is.
This is how it's done. Like, the Pick Me songs are in their own, like, legendary category, but by golly, this song is awesome. And the video is so sick.
Countdown. There it is.
There's
the
again.
Gosh, that's the best. Reebok classic.
Yeah, they're supposed to be Reebok. That's dope.
Shout out to Reebok.
Them and the best Reebok sponsorships, them and Allen Iverson, like, they go down in history. I just love the screenshot with just the ginormous line.
But, yep, there we go. Idol School.
That's Idol School, episodes 3 through 5.
See, there it's coming. Wee woo.
Ooh. Can't watch it yet. We got to save it for the live watching.
Oh my gosh.
But, man, this is going to get really good.
Oh my gosh.
Thumbs up of approval seeing some of these stages that we got coming up. But
insert heavy breathing.
Yeah, we are not, we're not going to spoil it. We're not going to spoil it yet for ourselves or you, the lovely listeners. But,
so yeah, tune in 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got to go on a little hiatus for Idol School, but we promise we will finish it because we love it. So that does it for episode 86.
Hope everybody's as invested in Idol School. As invested in Idol School as we are. Oh my gosh, there it is.
Everyone go check out Idol School because it's the greatest. And let us know what you think. Let us know who gets eliminated, who wins in the end.
Yeah, comment on, there's not really anything to comment on. Message us or whatever, hit us up and tell us who your favorite members of Idol School are.
Who were the people that, the people who...
Because this girl that was the leader, that was really bad, she's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh god, there she is. The Benedict Arnold.
Yeah, okay. Let's wrap it up. Follow social media, Kpop Kimchi 101, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, maybe. I don't even know. Also, just look us up on Google. You'll find us.
Yeah, just Google us. You'll find us on something. Also, go check out my Magic channel, Not Your Average Meta, on YouTube.
Follow it. Watch the videos. It's doing way better than ours. So, yeah. Support for Almost 9, too.
Oh, yeah. Support
for
Almost 9.
They just got done doing their promotions, but keep streaming. And buying, I don't know, whatever you have to do for Almost 9, do it.
Shout out to BTS for taking those wins away from all these amazing comebacks that we had.
You know what? That's the nature of the beast. They will be banned next year in the draft.
Pre-warning, the bannings are coming.
Because it is just not fair.
Oh my
God. That does it. Episode 86 in the books. We are the Kpop Kimchi Podcast.
KPK.
We love Idol School, and we love you guys. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Later.